Cyclone MMA. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mason from Cyclone MMA, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the best current strikers in the UFC. I asked you guys who are the best strikers. These are the people you came up with. Now I'm going to rank them. A few disclaimers. These are my opinions. You're going to disagree with them. This is okay. Let me know your own tier list rankings in the comment section below. Also, it's really difficult to do this because there's so many different styles, and then you have some guys who, have fought in here on this list, and just because someone lost to someone doesn't necessarily mean that they're the lesser striker or the better striker. So I'm going to try to manage my way through this. It's kind of hard, but without any further ado, let's get into this with Max Holloway, who says he is the best boxer in the UFC. I don't know about that, but I do think he's an A-tier fighter in terms of his striking. His boxing's really damn good, and I know he lost to Poirier, but there's definitely a power disadvantage when it comes to Max Holloway. But he makes up for it with great speed, precision, and just a relentless pace. So Max Holloway, A-tier. Darren Till, I'm dropping him in the B section. He's had some really, really good wins. And his striking is the basis of those wins. He's not going to go out there and grapple with you. Recently, he lost to Robert Whittaker. They had a chess match between the two of them. He has some good kicks. He has some good hands. He's got that left hand that he'll land on you and drop you. But yeah, Darren Till B. Zabit Magomedsharipov is someone I have a lot of stock in. He's someone who's untested, though. The best person he's fought is probably Jeremy Stevens, unless I'm forgetting any fights after. He hasn't fought in a while. But I have a lot of faith in him. So, hello. I'm going to put him in A. I'm going to put him in the top of B. Just because he has such an arsenal of strikes in just the switch kicks he has. He's very creative. But he's untested. I want to see him against this guy down here, Yair Rodriguez. But we can't see that fight for whatever reason. And Zabit is missing in action, so it's kind of upsetting. But yeah, he's going to be in B tier, and I'm going to put Petr Yan with him. Petr Yan's close, dude. He's so close. If he can stop, kneeing people in the head and disqualifying himself, he might just make it into A tier. But he is a ruthless striker, and he is damn good. I really liked his fight against Uriah Faber, and I know Faber's, an older guy and someone who everyone expected Petr Yan to beat. But it really just shows his versatility on the feet. And one moment specifically is when he went for a knee, saw that he was out of range, and then just flipped his shin up, and it was able to catch Faber and drop him. I thought that was really cool. Corey Sandhagen, another guy. I want to put him in A. I'm going to put him here at B. His last two performances just proves how good of a striker he is, and he seems to have evolved. He's a finisher now. He's not just a guy who's going to grind you out and get a decision victory over you. Knocked out Marlon Moraes, and then knocked out Frankie Edgar with one of the craziest knees I've ever seen. Corey Sandhagen has a bright future ahead of him, but right now he's in that B tier. Next, we got Yair Rodriguez. Again, I'm going to stick him. I almost want to stick him in C. But he's so damn good. So we're gonna put him in B. B is gonna be full by the end of this. But Yair Rodriguez, I see him as a watered down version of Zabit Magomedsharipov when it comes to the striking. I think Yair is really good. I don't know. I think if they fight, I think Zabit's gonna beat him, and I think he's gonna do it with his striking. Next, we got Cody Garbrandt. He's gonna be my first C. I don't think I'm gonna put anyone in the D section just because I'm not gonna do anyone like that. But Cody Garbrandt, offensively, such a good striker. Defensively, yikes. He gets caught in, I know you're going to get caught in when your career is MMA, when your career is fighting someone, you're going to get caught. But a lot of it is self-inflicted where he just goes out and he's just thinking offense and he gets caught and finished. We saw it twice against TJ Dillashaw, and then we saw it against Pedro Munoz. We did see a much better version of Cody Garbrandt his last time out, but we're going to need to see a lot more to have him, work towards that A tier. Robert Whittaker, I'm tossing him in, oh man, I guess we'll put him in B. Karate style, really good. Lost to Adesanya, but who doesn't? Wonderboy is another guy who actually beat Robert Whitaker. I'm going to put him at A. Wonderboy is so fun to watch, and I know we've seen him get caught against guys like Anthony Pettis, but overall his striking defense is pretty damn good. The way he's able to just understand range, use his karate style, use his kicks, keep you away, touch you and move out of the way. And he's really long, so that helps. I really liked his last two performances against Jeff Neal and Vicente Luque. You just understand that there's levels to this game, and he is on a different one, a level A. Jose Aldo, a guy that in his prime probably would be at the top of this list. Historically, Jose Aldo's a solid A. Right now, I got to stick him in B. We got to see more leg kicks from Jose Aldo. We did see a lot of leg kicks when he fought Chito Vera. I enjoyed seeing that. We got to see more of that. We got to see this guy getting some more wins because it's been a while, other than that Chito Vera win. It's been a while since we've seen, Jose Aldo smiling and happy. Conor McGregor, a while ago, I would have put him at S tier and said Conor McGregor is one of the greatest strikers in the UFC. And I do think he's one of the greatest strikers in the UFC. But I think he's more of an A tier. His last outing showed that he isn't really, he's not using his kicks like he used to. And that was a big tool for him. It set up that left hand. Usually you use your boxing to set up your kicks. He almost did it backwards, where he would use those oblique kicks. He would use those side kicks to, really get at you. And then he would make you go where he wants you to go. And he would land that left hand. We didn't see that in his last fight. That's something he's definitely going to have to change moving forward. Dustin Poirier, again, he beat Conor. Should he be an A tier? Maybe. I'm going to stick him in B tier if I can get him. Okay, put him over here. Piotr, can you move? Thank you. Dustin Poirier is really good. And I think the reason he beat McGregor is because he is the better, more well-rounded fighter. I just don't think his striking's as good. And I know he finished him with strikes, but there was also a takedown in there. And the leg kicks, paid in a big way, the calf kicks. So I want to see more of that out of Dustin Poirier, because I don't know if I've seen a lot of calf kicks throughout the history of Poirier, but that's something that we definitely want to see, as a regular mainstay for Dustin Poirier's future fights. Valentina Shevchenko is a fucking beast. I really want to put her at S tier, and I'm wondering if I should. Yeah, I'm going to put her at S tier. She's just so well-rounded. Her punches, her kicks, and I know she has 2 losses to Amanda Nunes, but I want to say those are her only 2 losses, or there might be another one earlier from her career. But Valentina is just a queen. I don't see anyone beating her right now other than possibly Amanda Nunes, and I do think she has the abilities to beat Amanda Nunes, and a lot of people think that she won the second fight. So there's that. I just think her striking's insanely good. Jorge Masvidal's next. He has a win over. No, he has a loss to Wonderboy Thompson. I think he's a B level fighter. His boxing's really, really good. His knees are pretty good apparently. This Ben Askren guy, you can ask him about it. I just don't think he's A tier. I don't think he has enough skills to get there. But right now we're gonna stick him at B tier with his buddy Dustin Poirier, and we're gonna call that good, okay? Because why not? Edson Barboza, dude. Oh man, where does this guy stack up? If I put him at A, I'm just picturing all of the comments right now. But I'm going to put him at B. I think his kicking game is outstanding. If you were going to rank just his kicking game, it's like an S or A tier fighter. But, there's other tools there that he maybe doesn't use as well in comparison to the other fighters. But his kicking game's insane. If he was able to, not get taken down in any fight he's in, he would be a monster for anyone. But takedowns do exist, believe it or not. They are not a myth. Next we have Rafael Fiziev. Oh man, I gotta put him at C level with Cody Garbrandt. Oh dude, that feels wrong. I'll put him at B for now. The thing is, he is very untested. His first walk to the octagon in the UFC, he got a loss, and he actually got finished, I believe. But since then, he's just looked unstoppable. We need to see him against a high-level guy. Moicano's a step in the right direction, but this guy's untested, and it's easy for good strikers to look really, really good against, lesser strikers when there's a gap in the abilities. But I'm excited. I think he has a bright future ahead of him. So Fiziev gets in B. Next, we have Israel Adesanya. Listen, this is coming from someone who was rooting for Jan Blachowicz and was rooting for Robert Whittaker and roots against Izzy pretty often. I like the guy, but S tier. His striking's insane. And I know he got outlanded by Jan in, in possibly every round of that fight. I do think he's the better striker, though. And I know, where's Jan on this list? He's not on there. I think he was a guy who moved up in weight. Clearly didn't put on any weight. He weighed 200 pounds. Jan probably weighed, 225? 220 at least. So, yeah, I'm thinking that Izzy's an S-tier striker. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. And he's an issue for that middleweight division. Sorry, Robert Whittaker, I love you. Next, we got TJ EPO Dillashaw. I don't know why he's on this list because it's current. But a lot of people said TJ, so I got to put him up here. Ah, man. Again, I would probably put him at S or A tier, but then he goes and gets finished by Henry Cejudo. It's kind of tough. I'm going to put him... Do I put him at A tier? He's really damn good. But it just doesn't feel right to put him there, especially we don't know how he performs without the EPO, assuming that he took EPO throughout his career, which is an unsafe assumption because what the fuck do I know? Next, we got John Jones. He's going in B. Join the party, the B party. John Jones has really good striking. He has striking that he doesn't get credit for. In the fight against Dominic Reyes, just looks so bad right now because a lot of people had Reyes winning that fight, and then Reyes got murdered by Jan, and then there's John kind of just looking bad now because of that. But MMA math doesn't work like that. John Jones, the thing that's so great about him is he has really, really good striking paired with even better wrestling. He's just a great, well-rounded fighter. But I don't think he's quite, A-level right now, especially right now in this point in his career. And finally, we got the double champ. We got Amanda Nunes, the greatest female fighter of all time. She has great striking. She has a lot of power. I'm going to put her at A. Oh, do I put her at S? It's just like, no one's going to beat Amanda Nunes. The only person who can beat Amanda Nunes is Valentina Shevchenko, and the only one who can beat Valentina Shevchenko is Amanda Nunes. I'm going to put her at A tier. I just feel like she has less fluidity, less of an arsenal than Valentina Shevchenko, but she's got the power advantage, and I think that helps her out a lot. And the thing that's great about her, too, is like what I said about John Jones, is her striking's really good, but she's got that wrestling, too. So there it is. Let's put this in presentation mode so we can take a look at this. Look at that beautifulness. We got Valentina and Izzy, S tier. In the A tier, we have Max Holloway, Wonderboy Thompson, Conor McGregor, and Amanda Nunes. The B tier, we have literally everyone. And then in C tier, we have Cody Garbrandt, who I feel kind of bad about, actually, that I just left him there. I was expecting to put more people there. In fact, I probably should put more people there. Maybe drop a Darren Till down there or something. Drop a Barboza down there. But we're going to leave that as is right now. So, yeah, that's the video. This is my tier list for the best strikers in the UFC. Now go ahead and rip me to shreds in the comment section below. I will see you guys in the next video.
Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson.
Amanda.
Duh.
Next we got Artem Lobov. We're going to stick him right up at S tier. Just kidding.